Creating box model with CSS borders, margins, and paddings. The CSS box model is essentially a box that wraps around every HTML element. CSS box model have 4 parts, which are the content, padding, border, and the margin. Content contains the text and images appear in your website. On the left part, your box model may contain texts, and on the right side, your box model may also contain images or any multimedia elements. Padding clears an area around or simply a space between content and the border. Note that the padding part is transparent in your box model. Padding has 5 properties that simply adds padding to different areas. The first one is using the property padding that adds padding to all the areas of a box model. Second property is padding left that adds padding to left area. Third is the padding right that adds padding to right area. Fourth is the padding top that adds padding to top area. Last and the 5th property is the padding bottom that adds padding to bottom area. Border goes around the padding and content. Border has 4 properties to style the box model. The first one is the border style property, which has 5 values to change the border styling: the dotted, solid, double, groove, ridge, inset, outset, or set to none. Second border property is border width that simply adjusts its thickness, which has 3 values to change the border styling: adjust by pixels, set to medium thick, or set to none. Third border property is border color, which has 4 values to change the border color: adjust by the color name, RGB value, hexadecimal, or set to none. The fourth and the last border property is border radius that simply adjusts the roundness of the box, which has 2 values to adjust the radius: adjust by pixels or set to none. Margin clears an area outside the border or simply having margin outside the box model. Note that the margin is transparent in your box model. Margin has 5 properties to add margin to different areas in your box model. The first one is margin property that adds margin to all the areas. Second is margin left property that adds margin to left area. Third is margin right property that adds margin to right area. Fourth is margin top property that adds margin to top area. And fifth and last property is margin bottom property that adds margin to bottom area of the box model. Any questions or clarifications? Please type here. Thank you for listening.